to What We Watched Before Dark, and today we will be going over the movie Natural Born Killers. It was directed by Oliver Stone. It was written by Quentin Tarantino and David Valzala and Richard Wazinski. It stars Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, Robert Downey Jr., and Rodney Dangerfield, who kind of stole the show, in my opinion. The budget was $34 million. It grossed $50 million in U.S. and Canada. Opening weekend, U.S. and Canada, $11 million. That's on August 28th, 1994. I was a junior in high school at that time. Gross worldwide, $50 million. It was not the biggest success that they hoped for, but Oliver Stone kind of turns out like that. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer, and when we get back, and then I'll give you my opinion, and roll them.
Oh my God.
In other news tonight, a bride and groom's wedding reception turned into a nightmare.
My dad. People, because it would end the sex, and that's all I thought about.
He punched me, he slapped me again.
I just want to say, can we? BB.
The only thing that kills a demon, love. Natural born killer. The kidnapping is loose.
Jesus! Christ on a fucking river! What is happening to me?
You still like me now, Jack?
Welcome back. I'm on the edge with this movie. I'm giving it a 5.5. And the reason I'm giving it a 5.5 was this was an experimental film trying to give the audience a commentary of what was going on in 1994. I just felt like it was something MTV puked up with a lot of violence. The thing is, though, the parts that I do like are the ones I can tell where they left Quentin's dialogue in. It's so weird. It's like, oh, good dialogue. There's a shitty again. Anyway, let's go over the 5 fun facts. Oliver Stone's Natural Born Killer isn't just a controversial film, it's a biting satire on how the media glorifies serial killers and sensationalizes violence. Yet, according to Stone, many people have missed this point entirely, blaming the movie itself for contributing to societal violence. Well, Stone has always maintained the film's true message is how media adores horrific acts, turning criminals into celebrities. The extreme violence wasn't meant to promote chaos, but to mirror how the media presents it. Oliver Stone's film is a visual roller coaster. And it's like, one without loops and shit like that. I don't know. Maybe it twists a little. None less than 18 different film formats appeared in the final cut, each choosing to reflect the chaos and fragmented way we experience media. Anyway, the film itself is a feat of technological insanity. It contains almost 3,000 cuts. Compare that to the usual 600 or 700 in most films. Negative cutter Donna Bassett had to splice a mind-boggling 4,000 images into the final product, making it the most complex project of her career. Yeah, see, that's just, I don't know. I feel like he made a art film, an experimental art film. And when you do those, you really need, in my opinion, I don't know, it just seems obsessive to me. That's all I'm going to say about that. Did you know that Quentin Tarantino, who wrote the original screenplay, actually hated the final version? At least until one surprising elevator encounter with none other than Johnny Cash. Cash told Tarantino that both he and his wife, June, loved the movie. Tarantino eventually made peace with the changes after being allowed to publish his original script, but not before warning that people would give him credit for this thing he never intended. Like I said, Quentin Tarantino's a scene, gone, and then it's back to JFK and the party, man. You'll have to, maybe I'll do JFK one day, but that party's something else. One of Stone's boldest choices was the use of TV commercials within the film. They're not just random breaks, but commentary on how advertisement comforts viewers after witnessing extreme violence. Every commercial comes right after a shocking moment, serving as a metaphor for the television numbs us to horror. Let's not forget Robert Downey Jr.'s unforgettable portrayal of Wade Gale. The manipulative media figure, Downey actually spent time with an Australian shock journalist, Steve DeVillani, to prepare for the role. When he returned with an Australian accent, Stone decided to keep it, transforming Gale into an Augie for the final version. And now, I am but a simple soul, but yeah, this movie rides the rail for me, man. It really does. And that's why it gets a 5.5. He got it in the can. And Juliette Louis and Woody Harrelson did a great job. I get that they were kind of, it was like a Quentin Tarantino film, and they saw Bonnie and Clyde and decided to mix that together instead. You know, and it was a crappy pizza at that. So I suggest watching it. I don't know if you'll understand it. I think after I did the 5 fun facts, it explained a lot to me, and so you might have a better time. But this was also a very interesting look at what the 90s were. That was the peak. And Kurt Cobain had just died, and this movie came out. So, and everything from that was like a downfall. And, and then we get into the 2000s and things change, and, I don't know. I feel like, they say when Buddy Holly died was the day that music died. And I think that's from American Pie, the song. Bye, bye, Miss American. Okay. Anyway, I think it had the opposite effect of, they did a great job of glorifying violence and then showing us these random things to calm us down or hike us up. He was using color to show moods and sicknesses and whatever. I did like the projection writing, when it says demon on them. But I'm going to bump it to a 6. It is Oliver Stone. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like some of these new formats that I'm trying out, like last time's. And I want you guys to know I love you, each and every one of you. And I hope that you can spread that love to each and everybody you know, and they do the same, and so on and so forth. And then we get peace and stop the war.